Okay. It is estimated 240,000 years ago when Rotorua erupted. They also estimated around 200 cubic kilometers of lava was ejected from the magma chamber. So once that magma chamber was emptied, nothing under supported, so it sunk. It is what we call a sunken volcano, hence the caldera walls, that ring of hills right around us. Okay, and Rotorua is all part of what we call the Taupo volcanic zone. Taupo, just south of Rotorua, hours drive south, is a supervolcano. So we know of 6 supervolcanoes in the world. The largest is Yellowstone in America at around 485 square kilometers, Taupo around 432 square kilometers. So that's clean fresh water. This one here, not so. They called this the bath. I don't know not why they called this one the bath. Because this is 98 degrees Celsius and this has a pH of 1. So this is hot sulfuric acid. Okay, but what the Maori people have been doing here for centuries, for hundreds of years, is they've collected these waters, they dilute them to put them on wounds and skin ailments. Now this is what brought people to Rotorua in the mid-1800s, and other minerals in the waters like magnesium. So people from all over the world still come to Rotorua for treatment for ailments like arthritis, rheumatism, cirrhosis and eczema. And Rotorua used to be known as the city of spas. Tikitere, Hell's Gate here, was open to the public around in the 1850s, early 1850s, about 53. So they're still coming here for those treatments because of the minerals, and it does work. It's an algae. So the silver fern, as you know, all our sporting ambassadors, everybody represents the country in sport, wears the silver fern. There is a reason for why that was chosen and used, which I'll explain. If I was a Māori warrior going to battle in the old days, the first warrior to go, he'll get a whole frond, not a little piece because the wind will blow it away. So you get a whole frond. He would then lay it down on the ground to show the other warriors in which direction to go. On a moonlit night, that illuminates. Okay, the last warrior to come through, he'll just simply turn it over. Okay? So, still used today. So you don't walk around in circles in a bush and get lost. So we still use it. The reason that it was chosen as a sporting emblem is because you're going to battle, you're going to conquer. Okay, so that's why it was chosen as a sporting emblem. Kakehi, the Kakehi waterfalls. These are the largest hot waterfall system in the southern hemisphere. They say the water temperature about 40, right now is coming on autumn, and after all that heavy rain, the water temperature will be about 28-30 degrees Celsius, but still very nice. The waters are rich in sulfur. Okay, now Kakehi is the freshwater mussel found in New Zealand, very prominent within this region. Now the Māori warriors used to use urine on their battle wounds in the battlefields. So they call these the mimi. Mimi is urine of the Kakehi, the freshwater mussel. So the urine of the freshwater mussel. So the Māori warriors would come here after battle, bathe their wounds, but also cleanse themselves. Okay? For those Māori warriors who did not survive, they're buried up in here in this bush called an urapa, gravesite. Today this is sacred. And the women folk were not allowed here. It was only for the men. The Māori tauhanga, he is the chief of knowledge, medicine, religion. He would baptize the young baby boys in the pools for the god of war. However, it would still be nice to go there.
Surrounded around mountains.
Now, we got the pine trees. These are introduced pines. These are radiata pines, Pinus radiata, and forestry is one of the biggest industries here, along with the three bigger: tourism, farming and forestry within this region. These North American trees, in North America, they take about 48 years to mature for felling for lumber or pulp and paper. In New Zealand, they take around 27 years, virtually half that time. And that's why it's such a big industry. It is the mud volcano, and it's not a small mud volcano. This is one of the biggest mud volcanoes in the world.
Oh, really?
Yes, there's another one this size, or quite big, in Chile, a very big one. Most mud volcanoes only get about a metre and a half in height. They can get quite wide and broad, but they don't reach the heights as these ones. This, instead of lava, we have mud. And what they're doing is they're making a classical volcanic cone shape. Okay? So it gives them, and the type of mud, very hard, baked hard, very strong. Okay, so this can continually to grow. This is only about 19 years old, this mud volcano.
Okay.
So very young. Now this is the hottest pool that we can come close to in the park. So the water surface temperature here is 122 Celsius. 1 metre beneath the surface, it's around 144 degrees Celsius. This is some of your main vents here. While it's active like that, that is good. Okay? If that goes calm, not good. Okay? We go that way. Because what happens, and very common in geothermal fields, is you get hydrothermal eruptions. Not only due just to heat spikes, what we call heat spikes, but also if an old vent collapses, okay, the pressure will build up, and then we have a hydrothermal eruptions. These waters can go quite high, even 30 metres, boiling hot water. And late last year we had an eruption on the shores of Lake Rotorua, a hydrothermal eruption. Water going up 30 metres, boiling hot water. And people were getting, even people in Rotorua going, ooh. But it was just an old vent, and it cleared its throat, and then it's gone back to normal again.
This is the traditional Maoris.
This is one way of traditional cooking in this region here. There are two living Maori villages in Rotorua of Ohinemutu and Whakawera, the people there still use the steam and the waters to cook their food, but also to warm their houses for heating their water and their homes. Got some eggs, we got some king prawns, some New Zealand green lip mussels, and some fish balls.
So also prawns, yeah. Maoris know how to eat.
So the reason we use a lot of the corn is to demonstrate you do not get that fermentation, the taste. Because of any food, you'd think corn would absorb it, or it doesn't. Because yours is fast.
Buah, buenísima. Me encanta.
See you soon.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
So in there, every time you want to finish, lower the chisel, keep tapping and scoop up so you have a nice finish, okay? Then you just keep turning the block around. With a curve, just quick small taps, quick turn.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, adios.
Thank you, adios.
In there is the mud. So you pick it up out of there and you apply it to your body.
Okay. It's an amazing experience. Very good for the body, for everything.
estamos. Hellgate, the best to be here in Rotorua.
Bye bye.
Bye. Thank you for coming to New Zealand and Hell's Gate.